Welcome, crew. So, today is day 9 of Elara Virel's journey. So, in the last stream, I was fighting my own capacitor, and we found out that Elara won't be able to do efficient farming here without us being at least cap stable while running the turrets without the enduring armor repairer. So our current main goal is to get a capacitor emission skill book, and because our only way to get the skill book currently seems to be in Amar space, so we either need to go to Domain, Tashmerkin, Aridia, or Genesis. We could also go to Placid or Everyshore, but I think that's not really worth it. So I have decided that we will leave the destroyer here. I will use the Pod Express back home, and then I will use a shuttle to get back here, since the module that I need is already in this system, and the only thing that is not here is the skill book. And I will be able to get the skill book in Kuridi. So I will use Pod Express, and I forgot that I do not need to go to Pashanai. So unfortunately, I will need to go to, let me see, Gurgish or Kuridia. Which one is closer? Gurgish. 6 jumps, and Kuridi, it's 5 jumps. Okay, so we take Kuridi. And I need to remember that once I am in Simela, I first need to do another efficiency research on the Punisher. And then I need to set my home, finally, to Simela, to not always start from Pashanai again after I use Pod Express. So, after I've got the skill book, I will learn the skill, and probably will do the while we learn the skill, we might see if we are able to red without, but once I have the skill, I will use one of the Nosferatus that I have down in Syndicate, and we will try to farm the pirates there again. I saw that there are like some locals in the local chat, but none of those were from Steelcat. Stainless Steel Cat Alliance. That was the alliance that bothered me a lot last episode. So, still have manufacture an item. This is possible. Earn LP for any corporation. That's hard at the moment. And damage at other capsuleers and scanning. Okay, so currently I also think that I will be missing out on the skill books. But after I have hit the cap, like when I can no longer use the skill queue, then I will be very actively doing the dailies. But currently every daily that I do is deducting from my skill point cap, and I do not want that. Okay. What else? We have Armada Destroyer, which takes 2 days, and we have capacitor management, so skill queue is running fine. And I have currently 6 million. So I could consider getting a exploration frigate, since one of the things that I found out is I need capacitor control circuit rigs. And to have this capacitor control circuit rigs, I need relic sites. And that means I will need a exploration frigate and do relic sites to get those, or even data sites. I need like any sites where I can get salvage from. I had a table somewhere. I need to find it again. Someone posted it online where you can see. Ah, yeah, this is the one. Okay, so everyone, and I need melted capacitor console, and those only drop from blood raiders. So I need to do blood raiders relic sites to get the melted capacitor consoles, and we need those for the capacitor control circuits. And once I have 3 of those rigs ready, I guess I won't have much cap problems anymore. So also what I want to see is if I'm able to get a blueprint for a capacitor control circuit. But before I can get those, I will get a blueprint for an exploration frigate, and also for at least a relic analyzer. So let me see how much a relic analyzer will cost me. Relic analyzer 1 blueprint. I need to find it in Genesis. Let me see. Oh, it's not sold in Genesis, it seems. It's in Essence, Verge Vendor, Every Shore, Ashmerken. Oh, there it is, Genesis. It's in Gurgish or Noranim. Where is Noranim? How much jumps do I need to do? Noranim. It's 7 jumps from here. But if I have 1 here, the chances are high. No. Okay, it's only Gurgish and Noranim. So first, I'm going to look out for the capacitor emission systems book. And then I will go to the shuttle that I have prepared in Simela. And after I have taken care of the efficiency research, I will use the shuttle and get a blueprint for a relic analyzer and also for an exploration frigate. Because while I'm down in Syndicate, grinding ISK, I could use the production jobs that I have. I can now currently do 2 production jobs at a time to manufacture a relic analyzer and a exploration frigate. Okay, so let me see. I need capacitor emission systems. Nice. And I will start reading this book. Capacitor emission systems. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's do 3 for the moment. That should be fine. And then, is this for both? Yeah. Okay, this only... Oh, no, this does decrease capacitor need. So I will put it behind controlled bursts. Okay, so now let's see where I am able to get a... What is the ship name for the Amar? It's a Magnate. So magnate blueprint. We'll get this in Clade. Do I have another system instead of Abazon where I will get it? Let me see. So magnate one. No, magnate blueprint. I want to see where in Genesis I will be able to get it. Okay, only Clade, it seems. Okay, then I will go back to Simela now, which is 3 jumps, and then I'll get the shuttle. Because unfortunately I need a shuttle. I can't do this with my capsule. Because I need to carry stuff. And with the shuttle I will be getting the magnate blueprint. And then I will also go towards Noranim. And I will get the relic analyzer blueprint. Probably one thing I want to check if there is a community fitting for the magnate. There is indeed one. So those are the rest of the blueprints. Oh yeah, I need a core prop launcher. Right, I need a lot more blueprints than I originally thought. About the rigs we need to see, but I need inertial stabilizer, I need nanofiber, I need relic and data analyzer, and I need a core probe launcher and probes. And a salvager is also a good idea, since to have a salvager on hand is never an issue. I don't need the restrained micro warp drive. I will save this. So I will go for this build here. Community fittings. No, I don't want community fittings. I only want personal fittings. Okay, so I want to save it under a different name. I want to do a magnate. So, and then I can remove this one. Okay, so those are the skills, the blueprints I need, but I will be able to fly this ship just with the relic analyzer and core prop launcher. So I don't need a salvager right now, and also I'm fine without the nanos and warp disruption field. No, not warp disruption field. What are those called? Inertial stabilizers. I might even get along without those rigs here. Okay. So let's go back to Simela and do some efficiency research on the Punisher. Okay, so here's the research. And then I will look for Magnate. We know that is in Clade. And also I want to see a Core Probe Launcher 1 blueprint. So the Core Probe Launcher 1 blueprint is sold in Yulai Akshi. So it's a few jumps away. It's not that close, unfortunately. Let's look if I can go to like Solitude or Aridi. Okay, Solitude is not on the menu, but Aridia should be. And I want to see I may. It's 12 jumps. And Yulai 8 jumps. Okay, so Yulai is still closer. Oh no. Oh no, that was stupid. I warped to the right station, but then clicked again on the route, which is set to the Eve Sisters of Eve Academy. But I don't want it to go towards the Sisters of Eve Academy. But yeah. Since I'm now warping there, I will take the shuttle and use the shuttle to go there again. Because we will need the shuttle for getting the blueprints. Since the shuttle is so fast. So, do we have a shuttle here? Yes, we have a shuttle. So let's board the ship. Board the ship. So, there's our shuttle. And now we go towards the research facility. Okay, so while we're going there, we can update our current mission goals. We will get a acquire magnate blueprint. So this will be the first one. And after I've got the magnet for Elara, then I will search for like the probe launcher and stuff like that. Okay, I want to do the efficiency research here. So deliver. And now we will research to 7%. Okay. Material efficiency research is going. Now, where was the magnate? I have the core probe launcher. I have the relic analyzer. Let's look for the inertial stabilizers. Inertial stabilizer 1 blueprint. And I want to get it in Genesis. Okay, yeah. Then I need a... just duplicating. Then I need a nanofiber. Nanofiber internal structure 1 blueprint. I'll also be able to get this in Genesis. Nice. And then I need the probes for the probe launcher. So core, scanner, probe, 1 blueprint. This is also in July. Okay. And then only the magnate is missing. Magnate blueprint. And this is in Clade. Okay. So I get 2 of those in July. I will get 1 in Noranim or Gurgish. And what else? This is in Losec, that's fine. Also July. Genesis. July. Late. Okay, so I will do a shopping list here again. So let's look for the notepad. I already have a shopping list prepared. So the first thing on the shopping list is a magnate blueprint. And this magnate blueprint is in plate. I will do it in parentheses. Late. Okay. Then the next next thing on our list is a core probe launcher blueprint. And this is Uli, or what else do we have here? Tar or Tartar. So let's see. Tar. How far is Tar? That's 9 jumps. Tartar, 10 jumps. So Uli is still the closest one with 8 jumps. Okay. Then we have the core scanner probes. Core scanner probe 1 blueprint. I think that's also Uli. Yeah. Or probe launcher is Uli, and core scanner probes is also Uli. One system to check here, which is called sorted. Oh no, that's also quite far. Okay, then the relic analyzer. The relic analyzer is in Noranim or Gurgish. So Gurgish is 10 jumps, and Noranim is 9 jumps. But we'll need to see. I will do a what was it? Relic analyzer. Relic analyzer 1 blueprint. This is from Gurgish. I think it's with GH. Gurgish. Yeah, this looks right. Right? Gurgish. Gurgish. Oh no, it's without the GH. Okay, Gurgish, like this. So, Relic Analyzer 1 blueprint. Then we have the Inertial Stabilizers 1 blueprint. Inertial Stabilizers 1 blueprint. This one is purchasable in Galnafzat. Galnafzat. Stabilizers. I think it's no stabilizers, which with an I. Okay. Then we have the nanofiber, which is in the same system, but also Gonditza. Oh, the here are also in Gonditza. Then use both for Gonditza. Those are nanofiber internal structure. 1 blueprint. Okay, so what else? Core, scanner, relic, inertial. What else do I need? Maybe a data analyzer. Maybe a 5MN. Let's look for a 5MN. Micro. In Genesis. Same in Gonditza. Okay. So 5MN micro warp drive 1 blueprint. Gonditza. Okay. And what else? We have a data analyzer, probably in the same system where the relic analyzer was found. Data analyzer. Yeah, Noranim and Gurgish. So, relic analyzer, I will copy this one and do data analyzer 1. Okay, what else is in the fitting? I have covered all this here, so only the rigs. But I won't use the rigs, but the salvager is probably a good idea. Yeah, I will look out for a salvager 1 blueprint. Salvager 1 blueprint. Ooh, that's quite expensive. Wasn't expecting it to be such expensive. Okay, then I will not use the salvager. Or maybe? It would also be in Gurgish. So salvager and data and relic analyzer were all in Gurgish. So salvager 1 blueprint. Okay. What I want is a capacitor control circuit. Circuit 1 blueprint. And I want a small capacitor control circuit. 1 blueprint. This one can be found in Clade, so where the magnate is. So I can look for small capacitor control circuit 1 blueprint. This is also in Clade. What else? Should I get a Nosferatu maybe? So if I lose it, I can still reproduce it. Small energy Nosferatu. Yeah, small energy Nosferatu 1. Okay, there's also 400k in Noranim or Gurgish. So we are here. Let's copy this one. And that's a small energy Nosferatu 1 blueprint. Okay, so I have Clade, Yulai, Gurgish, and Gonditza. Now I need to find the most efficient way. So let's first look for Clade. This will be 12 jumps. So let's see on the map where this is. Clade is quite close to Amazon. Artine. Okay, that's a totally different direction. So Clade is down here. Where is Yulai? Let's search for Yulai next. So Yulai is 8 jumps. But Yulai is up there. So those are like very far apart. Okay. What else do we have on the list? Gurgish. Gurgish. Go on map. Okay, this one is closer towards Clade. So a good idea would be to go to Gurgish and then to Clade. And finally we have Gonditza, which is pretty close here. Gonditza. It's only 2 jumps. Okay, Gonditza is here. So we'll go to Gonditza first, since that's the closest one. So Gonditza at waypoint. Then after that, I will go to Yulai. And after I was in July, I will go to Gurgish. And after Gurgish, I will go to Clade. And then I will go back to Simela. Okay, so those are all my jumps I need to do to get all the blueprints. So let's do the first one. Maybe I should do my goal a little bit bigger and not say acquire magnate blueprint, but acquire all blueprints needed for magnate. Or all blueprints for magnate. I think that's a better goal, since I won't be updating the goal after each step. But I want to go to Gonditza and get all the stuff. Where is my note? Okay, there. I will also copy the notes into my personal Notion, since I know that once I misclick inside the window, inside the notes window in Eve, the notes are gone and I can't restore it, because this happened to me in the past. That's why I'm... Yeah. Shopping list. That's why I'm kinda... what is it called? Nervous? Paranoid? Yeah, paranoid is probably the right word. Oh, I think I was in Gonditza. And I only jumped back. Yeah. So I did a little mistake there. But this shouldn't be a problem if I correct it very fast. Okay, so let's go to Gonditza. And then I need to see which one of those. It's the inertial, the nano, and the... So let's go for the inertial first. And I need to see its system, its core, complex, and storage. So I will dock there and get the blueprints from Gonditza. What other systems do I have? I have Ziazat, Narigang, Vikamia, Plate, Eke. Okay. So no systems on the way where I could do like a shortcut. One thing I want to see is when I'm in Yulai, how far from Yulai is Noranim? No. Noranim, because everything I was able to get in... So Noranim is down here. Why it's only 7 jumps? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, but that's like the totally different direction. So still the route up here is better. Yeah. Or, yeah, since I need to go to Yulai, I will also need to go there. So, first blueprint. Inertial stabilizers. We'll get this. Then I need nano fiber. Internal structure 1 blueprint. And then I need a 5 mn micro warp drive blueprint. This is 300,000 ISK. So that's honestly quite expensive. Do I have a 5MN? I don't really want to spend that much if I have enough of those. Okay, I have so much of those, I will not buy the 5MN. So I will buy the inertial. Completed. I would like if there's like a check mark. Maybe. Am I able? No, I'm not able to use emojis. Oh, I am able to use emojis. Interesting. Okay, so I will use icons instead of writing completed. And I want the nanofiber. So those both, I got both of those. Just need to remember putting them into my shuttle. And now I will go back. And since I'm in Burda, just want to jump away from Simela, I will do a detour and throw them out in Simela. So I don't need to carry them around the verse while purchasing the other blueprints. Did you saw that? My shuttle turned mid-warp. That looked very funny. Okay, in 6 minutes I have capacitor emissions 1, so I will be able to use the small energy Nosferatu. But I want to do the... Or should I do shopping first? Like I could return to... But I really want the rigs, though. Yeah. Let's do the shopping now. I think it's fine. I will do the ratting part later. But I'm just dropping off the blueprints I got real quick here. So it's only 35 jumps left. Okay, so factory. Okay. So we got 2 blueprints. Now I closed the utilities pad again. So 2 blueprints for Ilara. So next is Yulai. But I also want to see if what happens. Like currently I'm at 35 jumps. If I now remove the waypoints, go to Clade first, then to Gurgish. And after Gurgish to Yulai. This would be 44 jumps. Okay. And what if I go to Gurgish first, then to Yulai, and then to Clade? And after that, from Clade, and of course need to go back to Simela. So let's do Simela afterwards. That's 39 jumps. Okay, so still Gurgish, Yulai, then Gurgish, and then Clade is the most efficient route. So first Yulai, then Gurgish, then Clade, and then Simela. Yeah, this is the most efficient route, it seems. Okay. Are we at the factory? Yeah, we are at the factory. So both blueprints here drop out. And since I'm at it here, I can just start the production. Ooh, those inertial stabilizers are pretty expensive. Holy fuck. How about the nanos? The nanos are not very expensive. So I will produce 2 nanofiber. But I will leave it at that. Or should I get the inertials? I mean, that would be almost all my titanium. No, I don't want to do that. Only will build the inertials for the moment. The nanofiber. Okay, so now let's go to July. And hey, monsters! What's up? Doing a little shopping trip today. So I've got the skill book already for capacitor emission systems. Just got home from outing with friends. Oh, okay. Nice. Nice shopping episode. Yeah, I hope that this won't take long. But my plan is, as you can see and at the top, I want to acquire all blueprints I need for a magnate. So I have a magnate here. Since I do need those capacitor control circuit blueprints, rigs, for my destroyer to be efficient, I will need to get a magnate, and all I need to do are the relic sites for the blood raiders. So I just need to do like relic sites for blood raiders and get some components, and then hopefully I will be able to do some rigs, some capacitor control circuit rigs, which I then can use on my destroyer and finally handle the problem of energy there. Hey, Thundercube, welcome. So, what have you been doing so far? Yeah, I've been doing great so far. Today is like not the last day. Like tomorrow is the last day of my project's deadline. So a lot of stress is coming finally to an end. So yeah, I'm pretty relaxed today. Not totally, but way more than last week. Yeah, nice to hear. So yeah, what I'm currently doing is like I'm acquiring all the important blueprints. So I won't get the rigs here. I won't get the Savager. And I also won't get the micro warp drive, since I have multiple of those already lying around. But I will get those blueprints here together with the core scanner probes. So I will do the blood raider sites after I have my magnate, and then I hopefully get enough materials to produce some capacitor control circuit rigs for the coercer, which is currently sitting down in Syndicate. And I also will use my shuttle to get back to Syndicate. So I have a possibility to move around there without the danger of being bubbled. The dev crunch is real. Yeah, sure. Fortunately, I'm not a game dev. That would mean even more crunch time. I just switched to Linux and it's wired so far. but I will get used to it. Hey, to be honest, I'm like a Windows user. Like, I've ever been a Windows user since my childhood. Like, my first PC was a Windows XP or Windows 98 from my dad. And I've never really had a look into Linux, just because all the games usually run on Windows, and a lot of games are not supported on Linux. That's why why I usually went with Windows. My Eve is not running on Linux for the past 5 months. No, I don't mean that. Sure, that's the thing. Yeah. Would like to see more Linux games. Of course, like if every game would be supporting Linux, I might consider checking Linux out. But currently, Windows is just more comfortable for me. Okay, so we currently have 1, 2, 3 stations. I already made a shopping list here. So this is the shopping list for Elara. And I went to Gonditza and got those. Or not the last one, but I purchased those here. Then I will go to Yulai next and purchase the Core Probe Launcher and Scanner Probe blueprints. After that, I'll go to Gurgish and purchase those 4. And then Last of Us, I will get to Clade and get the Magnate and the Small Capacitor Control Circuit blueprint. And then I will go back to Semela, and then we're finished with the shopping trip. Yeah. And after the shopping trip is finished, I will move back to Syndicate and try to do some hunting on the pirates in the bells again. What a shopping trip, right? There, yeah. Try out Lutris. It's fairly good. My Fedora is just messed up. Okay, I guess you guys are talking about Linux distributions. Guild Wars 2. Nice. Yeah, I've also played Guild Wars 2 in the past. I've met my wife there. Like, I've met my wife in a guild in Guild Wars 2. And then, she visited me. Then we became a couple, and after that, we married, and then we got kids, and yeah. So that's the story. Oh no, I wanted to go to Yulai. I forgot I wanted to go to Yulai. Where is Yulai? I think I missed it. Right? Manar? Oh no, Yulai is still in front of me. Ah, but I think I missed it here. I should remove the waypoints. Crazy, congrats for that. Thank you. Right choices are made. I know multiple Guild Wars 2 couples. That's so cool, but the most important. Yeah. Are her infusions cool? Honestly, my wife and I are not really into infusions. Like, I've met a couple people in Guild Wars 2 which look like their graphic card is having an error. Like, you can't see the character anymore because of all the infusions. My wife likes like more defined and more not so flashy infusions. So she has a infusion which is causing music notes around her. And she has also another infusion which is doing like a subtle shine around her character. But she is really into legendaries. Like, all her weapons are legendary. And she has like 3 legendary armors. She is in a raid static and does raiding a few times a week. So yeah, she's like more into the hardcore stuff than I do. I started in Guild Wars 2 in 2012, right when the beta was live. I'm personally like not that deep into Guild Wars 2. I got like Eternity. I got the Blizzard sword. Don't know the name of it at the moment. And I have also got another sword. I got 2 swords, 2 legendary swords, and a great sword. And I've also got some trinkets, like a necklace and a back piece. But as far from that, I have, I think, 3 pieces of legendary armor, but I'm not really into raiding. And like I said, I'm currently playing EVE Online, so I don't have time for Guild Wars 2 at the moment. So yeah, but she has been playing Guild Wars 2 way longer than me. Yeah, that's indeed a long time. So I wanted to go to Uli. Forgot where I wanted to go. So add waypoint Uli. Then I want to go to Gurgish after Uli. And then I want to go to Clade. Okay. Both Sword wird als Sword ausgesprochen. Als kleiner Tipp. Sorry, Clues, scheiße auf. Alles gut. Sword. Okay. Merk mir das. Both Guild Wars 2 and EVE are such a niche. Do you really think Guild Wars 2 is a niche? I don't think so. I think Guild Wars 2 is maybe one of the most popular MMOs right after Final Fantasy and World of Warcraft. So I wouldn't call it a niche game. But Guild Wars 2, to be honest, if I have a friend that comes to me and says, hey, I've never played any MMO so far. I have no knowledge whatsoever. What game would you recommend me? I would no doubt send him to Guild Wars 2. Because I think Guild Wars 2 is like the best game you can start with if you never tried an MMO before. Corporate launcher. Sure, that's what I thought, but with ESO up front, most people try it out but don't stick. Yeah, I've also played ESO, and I honestly think it's a really nice game. Like, I was really into Skyrim, and I enjoyed Oblivion, and I'm itching for Elder Scrolls 6 if it ever comes out, and I hope it will be good. But with ESO, the problem was for me the pricing model. I really loved like that it's like Skyrim, where you have a story at every corner. Like, you can go around a dungeon and then meet someone, which will give you a quest and stuff like that. But the pricing model for ESO, and also that you are only able to get the rarest mounts and the cool looking mounts through like here mystery boxes and stuff, I don't like that. So that's why it didn't stick to me. So location, let's dock here. Yeah, Elder Scrolls 6 would be really great. I really hope that Bethesda is not doing the same stuff to Elder Scrolls 6 than they did to the Fallout genre and the Starfield genre, because Bethesda has made so much issues and such problems with games in the past that I'm really nervous about them fucking up Elder Scrolls 6. So let's purchase this one and also a core scanner probe blueprint. 5 million! Are you out of your mind? Okay. I think I have a problem here. They fix it in patch 1.4. Holy shit. Okay. I don't have enough ISK for purchasing the scanner probe blueprints. So I will skip those for now. I will definitely need those because we can't do relic sites without scanner probes. But I'm not paying 5 million. Holy shit. I only have 5 million. That would be like too much for me at the moment. So I will only get the core probe launcher here, and then I will move to Gurgish and get the relic analyzer. I might get it on the back, on the route back, if I have enough money left over. But I need to get all the remaining blueprints, and the magnate is also like 2.8 million, 2 point something million. So I don't think I have the money for the core scanner probe blueprint anymore. But Elder Scrolls 6 should be developed like a maniac. I mean, it should be programmed and maxed out. Yeah, I really hope they take the time to build it. Like, I have no problem for them taking like 5 to 6 years to develop the game. If it's like finished and good when it comes out, and they are not doing like a development as a service product where they give us a unfinished product and deliver it portion by portion until it's ready and finally playable, like they did with this was not Bethesda, but that came to my mind, like No Man's Sky had a big issue. Yeah, No Man's Sky, I've also purchased this one. This is like on my Steam list, but I haven't really played it so far. Like I someday in the past, I've had a look into the game, but it wasn't like very good. And then I just quit, and then I never came back. I know that they changed a lot now, but I currently like don't have the itching feeling to go back to the game because Eve is more interesting to me. They release, sadly, the game industry is like that nowadays. They release pre-alpha through, it's really bad. I mean, Star Citizen. There is a funny story about Star Citizen and me. I was a original backer in 2012 with Star Citizen. And then at that moment, they said, hey, this game will be out in 3 years. So this was like the first promise that Star Citizen will be out in 3 years. And I trusted them. And I also purchased a lot of ships. Like, I was part of their concierge program at the time, where you would get like a metal, I still have it somewhere in my desk here, a black metal card which says like concierge, which you would get after you hit 1,200 euros backing. So I had like the Constellation, I had the Banu Merchantman, I had some of the rarer Vandal ships, I had the Bomber, I had what is this ship called, like the Starfarer, like really a lot of ships. I was at peak times, I had like 2,500 euros really like dumped into that game. But after 2015, in 2015, my first daughter was born. And so priorities changed for me. And I said to myself, hey, you have so much money into that game, which now does not even come out and probably won't come out for the next 5 years. Now I'm still laughing about that. And you need that money elsewhere. So I sold all my stuff on eBay to other people. And yeah, since then I've never had a look back into Star Citizen again. So it's only nostalgia. Yeah, in hindsight, it was a smart decision, but on the other view, or on the other side, all the stuff that I had then is even more worth now. Like ships I purchased for like 250 euros are now 600 worth. So if I would have hold onto all those ships, probably would have gotten more money out of it. But you never know. Like I also had a interesting investment decision. I bought bitcoins in 2010, 2012, something like that, when a bitcoin was at 80 euros. I got 3 of those and I sold them when 1 bitcoin was 1,000 euros. So I said, oh yeah, that's like crazy. That was like crazy high money for me. You must imagine I was at school back then. So that was like a crazy gain. And yeah, and now 1 bitcoin is like 50k. And I'm thinking, why have you sold the bitcoins? But you never know. Like after I sold the bitcoins for like 1,000 euros, they went down to 200 euros and they stayed there for like 3 years straight before slowly climbing up again. So you never know how the market is going. And at that time, I think that was the right decision. But in hindsight, of course, I think to myself, why have I sold them? Yeah, exactly. Star Citizen is crap for what it got. Yeah, I really think Star Citizen has a really big issue. Like always when I look at Twitch and I look at people that play Star Citizen, they are like very hyped for the game and very invested into the game. But when you look like what the gameplay is, it still feels like an alpha. Like you can glitch through walls. You can suddenly die if you go out the wrong way of your spaceship and get stuck into the floor and stuff like that. So it's like nowhere near anywhere to being finished. Okay, so we're in Gurgish now. In Gurgish, I wanted to get... let me look on the notepad. I wanted to get the relic analyzer, for example. So let's look for the relic analyzer. One blueprint. And doc. True. hard to believe that there's any programming done. I think they have fired a lot of the developers of Star Citizen, or a lot of developers have quit. But I think something like that, I have heard that in the past. That like from the original developers that were like there from the start, not a lot of those developers have left the company. And honestly, one thing I'm not fine with Star Citizen. Like I told you guys that I had like really cool ships like the Banu Merchantman, for example. And at this time, I had the problem that there was only like this dogfighting demo where you could fly around with, for example, I had a Super Hornet, I had a Avenger, I also had a Saber. So I had some dogfighting ships, which I was able to fly around with and kill stuff. But the problem was that like the really cool ships, like the Banu Merchantman, for example, I've never was able to fly those ships. And that made it even harder for me after 3 years of development time and like being mid 2015 to tell the idea to myself that I have invested so much money into a game, into spaceships, I'm not even able to fly or look at in-game yet. And I don't think that you can fly the Banu Merchantman at the moment, but I'm not sure. They might have somewhere in like the past month released it, but the last time I have looked at the game, that was like last year, there was still no Banu Merchantman. And they are still like putting out ships all the time. Every month, every year, there are like multiple new ships, which they always are selling for cash, but they are not releasing the old ships. So they are only like grabbing more money, but without getting the old ships ready in a acceptable pace. You see, this is like the main problem I currently have with Star Citizen. Apart from that the game is not finished and still at very bad quality. Oh sure, think about it, you have to program for like nothing but give 110% every day. Nah bro, that's not gonna happening. The overhead is massive. They should get rid of like 60% of the people and get to programming. I mean, you can purchase 25k for one ship as far as I know. Yeah, they have like packages for, I don't know, like Fleet Commander and stuff like that, which cost like 50k. It's like absurd at this point how much money you can spend into this game. So let's get the relic analyzer. Ridiculous, exactly. Relic analyzer, I need this small energy Nosferatu. Small energy Nosferatu blueprint. I'll get this one. And I'll also get a data analyzer. Data analyzer blueprint. And a salvager 1 blueprint. Hopefully that's not that expensive. Okay, that's only 300k. So I hope that the magnate is not that expensive. So this is all I need to get from Gurgish. Wait, did I forgot to get the blueprints from Yulai into my cargo? No, right? Or haven't I got? I think I have forgot to put... Yeah, they're still in Yulai. Ah, unfortunate. So I need to go back to Yulai again. How far is That's 18 jumps. Okay, I'm not gonna go back to Yulai from here. I will go back to will go to Clade now. It's only 5 jumps. And after I was in Clade, then I will return to Yulai. Yeah, don't support such Fate games. After they release it, we can do something, but I hate it that the gaming community is going to buy games that are to even finished. Yeah, that's so counterproductive. Not even near to finish. Exactly. Do you remember the times when you went to like a game shop, like GameStop, for example, and you like purchased an actual copy with like CDs in it, and you put like 4 CDs into your computer, and you had the whole game. There was like no patches, no downloads, not everything. Like everything you had was on the CD. It was a fully fledged out game. I remember like Anno 1401, for example. Or was it 1402? One of the earlier Anno. CD build. Oh, yeah. Wasn't it the computer build? Or the games build? Where you would get like a CD with some game or like some crappy software which you could use. Yeah, computer build with CDs, exactly. Yeah, good old times. Yeah, I remember that my sister bought like, I think it was Sims 2, which had like 8 different CDs. You had like a book, it was almost like a book with multiple layers of CDs inside, which you need to take CD 1, install, then put the next CD and install until you had like everything installed on your computer. Yeah, everyone had some of those. Nostalgia, right? I remember buying Baldur's Gate and getting a book, 5 CDs, book, audio track, pictures, and map, and all of that. Yeah, but those are like the collector's editions. I still think you get those. I'm not sure you will get the CDs, but you will definitely will get the like remaining stuff. Like if you purchase a Diablo collector's edition for Diablo 3, I think it was. Then you would got also like a statue and stuff like that. I remember that they did like the collector's edition for Guild Wars 2 when the End of Dragons came out, and you would get like a crystal-like statue of Oreen, for example, with like in-game maps and art and stuff like that. Yeah, I think about it, then you got a real value for your money. Now it's just like digital bullshit. Yeah, there is truth in that. And then they say, hey, we can only sell like 200 of those because they are limited. Like, it's a digital thing. How can a digital thing be limited? As a software developer, I know how easy it is to just generate a few more. So they just like do virtual scarcity, if you think about that, just to make the prices go higher on the second market. Okay, so let's see. We are in Clade. We want to get a Magnate blueprint here. Magnate blueprint. Please don't be so expensive. Yeah, it's 2.7. It's like making something rare what isn't. Marking manipulation. Yeah, stuff like that. Control V and Control C and Control V. That's also true. Ah, yeah. Like, I also hate what the current state of MMOs is. Like, we had years since a good MMO has released, a new MMO has released, which I really liked, and which is not like bloated with stuff like game passes, in-game purchases, dailies you need to do every day to keep you running because otherwise you will miss out. So just like a normal MMO, like it was back in the days. I know there is like a World of Warcraft Classic, but I don't know. This is not the game for me. World of Warcraft Classic is not mine. Where is my Magnate? Did I purchase it? No, I haven't purchased it already. Okay, now I will purchase it. So let's purchase the Magnate. And also the small capacitor control circuit blueprint. How much is the booster? It's only 100k, so why don't take it as well? So I will buy one of those, and I will also buy a booster, since those don't cost me anything. What else do we have here? Cap booster. The hard truth is programmers don't program as efficient as they could because of really bad leadership. I played WoW for 15 years and it was enough. Yeah. I played it for like 1 year and that's really rough. More isn't needed for like a lifetime. Yeah, like my current project I am has like one issue. The scope and the time when it needs to be delivered are fixed by the customer. So the only thing we can do to meet the deadline, if we are stumbling across problems, is to either use more developers and throw them on the problem, which is not efficient and it does not solve the problem. Because, like you know, 9 women can't get a child to life in 1 month. So the same is with developers. You can't just throw like 10 more developers in the project and then suddenly it works like a charm. Usually, the more developers on the team, the more problematic stuff gets. So the only thing that is remaining where you can manage a project is to reduce the quality and not test so much and not invest so much into a good software architecture. And that is like how problems are usually handled in most of the companies, and also the problems that go along with that. So let's see, frequency crystals. Oh yeah, maybe what's it? Not multi-frequency. What was the other one? Radio? Oh, no. I can get the lenses another time. I have an armor repairer. I have an energized membrane. Yeah, I think that's enough for the moment. So I will get all the blueprints into my shuttle, and then I will move back to Yulai. and get the stuff. So there is not enough buffer, or the planning isn't right. Sell bugs as features, profit. Yeah, it's kind of like that. Like, you're not selling bugs as features, but you're still like getting a not refined product out, and you are okay with mistakes or bugs that will show up during the development time, and you will try to fix them on the go. So this is like usually how it goes. And also, you will hit a point in the future where it becomes even harder to do like the same change in the software that you did years ago. This is called like software entropy, where the software will get more chaotic and therefore harder to change with the time the project and the software is living. And there will come a time or a moment in time where you need to put more effort into refactoring a problem or a piece of code to make a change possible than it would take to rewrite the whole thing. I hate to call it, but most software is just banana software when it arrives at the customer. Yeah. Like, we are doing a lot in our team to prevent software entropy. We're doing unit testing, we're doing integration testing, we're doing end-to-end testing, we're doing performance testing like load testing, we're doing penetration testing. So the customer will still get a very good tested product, and we also have a QA, which after all those automated tests pass, will still do like some manual tests to search for some certain edge cases that we haven't thought about. And that's why I think still think that the quality of software we're delivering to the customer is very good. Although we do need to make some shortcuts here and there to meet the deadlines. You have to, it's just normal practice, but often it's not enough, especially in the gaming industries. Yeah, gaming industries is like a whole different story. I'm glad that I'm not in the gaming industry, but in the, like, what it's called? Like the normal industry, where you do like stuff for companies. Project-based software development, stuff like that. Yeah. But let's talk about another topic. I wasn't planning to do like the whole stream about software development and problems in the software development industry. Yeah, no problem. Like, if you want to talk about that, we can do that in Discord. I can talk about that all day, because I'm very determined and also invested into good and sustainable software development. We're all jaded. Yeah. So almost finished the shopping trip now. I don't have enough money for the core scanner probes. Those are like absurd to get. Huh. Look, I like the name of this person here that just has disappeared. Couple more belts, exactly. So I will put the blueprints back to the station. I will use one of the warp disruption field generators probably to get the magnet going, and also start producing a relic analyzer on the second production job. And then I will move with the shuttle back to Syndicate and try to do some belts. So I have the possibility to use Nosferatus today, so I hope that I'm able to kill like the battleships and stuff. I hope that the gaming industries are going to a new way in making games, not just revenue. That's all. Haha, we see how it goes. Yeah, exactly. Like CCP, for example, in the past. Usually in the past, gaming companies that made like games were run by people that also liked games. So they were doing those games with their passion and not exactly with the focus of making the most of money. That was like not very good for the company at the moment, but it was tremendously good for the game because the people would really invest their heart into the game and made it good so people would enjoy it. And nowadays you see it with like, I personally hate mobile games and I never play any mobile games whatsoever because all mobile games are just like a cheap cash grab, usually with a lot of microtransaction stuff and stuff that you need to pay for to make like stuff faster or to even have a chance inside the game against other players and stuff like that. And yeah. And the most companies, like also Diablo, use mobile games as their as something they want to achieve as well, because they see how much stupid revenue those mobile games make with very little development time. And that's why nobody is determined to do another MMO, because MMOs need multiple years of development time and don't like generate the highest revenue possible. So from an investor's perspective, it's very much more likely that you're making your investors happy and you get your investment back pretty fast with doing a mobile game. Although mobile games are shit, usually. Reminds me of the old ID software guys. Through passion, no financial thinking. Yeah, exactly. Like I've watched the Down the Rabbit Hole video, and CCP also made EVE Online because they were passionate about it. They wanted to like create this cool world with everything they had in mind. They were not like planning from the beginning to make a lot of revenue, which was problematic for the company in the long run because they almost got like broke and had to see how they will get money. And then they were changed like how the company was run, and now EVE is making money, but now we have a lot of other problems because the most stuff that gets introduced to the games, also like this skin R stuff that you guys were pointing me to last episode, I've did like a little research on that, and that's like a total cash grab. You need to pay with real money to be able to create skins in-game with stuff you get from login rewards for free. Like, I'm fine with them selling apparel, skins, hats, sunglasses, everything they want. They can have it as much as of that they want in the cash shop. They also can have skins in the cash shop as much as they want. But if you give me something in-game, please let me do something with that without paying money for it. Yeah, maybe. Maybe the skin R stuff is just another money sink, so they get ISK out of the game. That could also be true. Nullsec is way too rich. Yeah, I think Wormhole Corps and Nullsec, those are like the richest corporations. But the richest people that exist in the game are the traders in Jita. There are people that have like so much ISK, they're only trading those very expensive tournament ships and stuff like that. They're producing stuff for big corporations and alliances in Nullsec, but they don't ever PvP and do stuff like that. They only stay like in HighSec usually. They only use like the infrastructure that is in Nullsec, for example, to produce capitals. Some people enjoy that part of the game. Sure, like if you do the market stuff and you play EVE like a spreadsheet instead of an actual game, and you never undock and you only stay in Jita, you can make a lot of money, probably, as in every game. Like, trading is always the stuff that makes you very rich. But I personally prefer to have fun in-game than to focus on amassing as much money as possible. Because in the end, I need to see, when I look back, like, if I play EVE, for example, if I would play EVE for 10 years, and after 10 years, I look back on the time, I want to say that, hey, I had a really great time, I found nice people, I've had good memories in this game, instead of saying, hey, yeah, I have like 2 trillion ISK, but in the end, I can't buy like groceries from these ISKs. I might be able to like sell it for real cash, but that's illegal, so not think about that. But I think you're better off creating good memories. That's what I am trying to say here, than to amass as much riches as possible. There are Fortune 500 companies created by EVE players. What are Fortune 500 companies? Money only has the worth if you have something to spend it on. Yeah, that's also true. So, we got back. Let's look what I need for the magnate here. 35k titanium. That's like 2 trips. Since it's only titanium I need, I don't want to go and use a warp disruption field generator. So I will go into the Punisher. I still have the cargo expander. Probably should also get a blueprint for a cargo expander in the near future. And I need to update my notepad. Since I have gotten the relic, I have gotten the data, I have gotten the magnate, and I have gotten the small capacitor control circuit blueprint. So I don't have the salvager, I don't have the probes, and I don't have the micro warp drive. So now let's go to Gondiza and get some of the good stuff. This world is generating things you can spend your money on in like seconds. Do you see Soul Frame? Seems good to me. What is Soul Frame? Is that a game or is that like a TV series? What is Soul Frame? It's a game. Okay. I know what Warframe is. I never played it. I watched videos about it, but yeah, I know what it is. Much like Warframe, but in medieval. Ah, okay. One medieval game which is currently out, which looks really cool from the outside, is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Don't know if you are guys are playing this at the moment, but I know like a few people from real life that play this at the moment. Your friends also do it. Okay. But I don't know if it's any good or not. Yeah, me too. Like I have watched one video about it and it looked very old. Like Skyrim, but in worse. Or Oblivion, but in worse. Maybe it's like that. Like for example, I prefer the lockpicking system of Oblivion just from the looks than the one I saw in Kingdom Come Deliverance. But this is just only my opinion. Like I said, I haven't played the game. So it's just only talking from my perspective without actually playing the game. Especially since the bad guys curse in Hungarian. And I fucking understand it. Soul Frame will be free to play with the same system to Warframe. I think it will be good if they do what they do best, but grindy. Okay. So, we got 16k Tritanium. We will get another 16k Tritanium after this. And then we will have enough Tritanium to produce the Magnate for Elara. You love grindy games. If you love grindy games, I have a suggestion for you. One game I know is really grindy. Probably the most grindy game I know. That is either Black Desert or Blade and Soul, or what a friend of mine plays like a lot. That is what it's called, Lost Ark. Lost Ark is also pretty grindy, and he's been playing it for years now. But Blade and Soul and BDO are also very grindy games if you're into that kind of game. Yeah, exactly. Korean MMOs, I don't know why, but they love really, really grindy games. I personally don't have a problem with grinding as long as the journey of grinding is fun. For example, I'm currently this what I do here, like this Eve journey. That's nothing more than a grind. Like to grind myself up, to get the resources, to get the blueprint, then build the next ship. But I like it because it's like it's slow progress, but it's a steady progress. What I personally don't like is go there, kill like 100,000 times this animal, and you have like a 0.00001 chance that the specific item will drop that you can use. It was what was the last MMO that came out? I have played this one, and I've stopped playing it again. It was a Korean, Chinese MMO. I need to look. Right. This one was too grindy for my taste, so I stopped it again. Just need to see which was the name of the game. Let me see. Throne of Liberty. Throne of Liberty was the name of the game. And I have played it, and I reached max level in this game. And then I needed like specific items for my build. And those items were only droppable from monsters with a very, very low percentage chance. So I stood there and I killed 3 monsters the whole day, and this stupid item didn't drop. I did this for like 3 days in a row, and then I stopped playing the game because I said to myself, this is such a stupid system. I will never play this game again. Another very important question. Will we see you play Guild Wars 2? Maybe? Somewhere in the future? Not sure if all the viewers would like it. Like, people that follow, people that are following this channel are usually doing it because of the content I'm doing right now. But when I suddenly start playing other games like Guild Wars 2 or Final Fantasy, then probably most of the people won't enjoy that content. And yeah, so this is like the issue. My main class in Guild Wars 2, I started playing Warrior, and then I switched to Mesmer. And then I have been like Mesmer for like 2 years. When like the fractals were introduced to the game, and I stayed Mesmer, and but after some time I really found enjoyment into Warrior again, and yeah, so currently my like only actual class that is equipped for doing stuff is probably the Warrior. Because that is like my go-to class in most of the MMOs. I'm either playing a healer or I'm playing a warrior. And why is it not Elementalist? No, Elementalist is not for me. I don't like playing keyboard. Like Elementalist rotations are so advanced. I would call it advanced. But Mesmer is cool. Like I preferred power power mesmer. I'm not really into this condition stuff. And also on the warrior, I really like the power berserker build, but I don't really like the condition builds. And unfortunately, if you want to be in any good raiding guild, then you need to play like at least 2 different classes or 3 different classes with multiple different builds. And I don't have the time, nor do I have the will to learn so much rotation, so much different builds, so much different mechanics and stuff. I just want to play one class, one build, and have fun. Like I do here in EVE. I have one account, I have one thing. I don't enjoy like playing multiple classes, multiple accounts, multiple stuff. That's not for me. I'm more like into role playing as one specific character. We meme raid bosses on random builds. that sounds fun. My wife would enjoy if I would get back into Guild Wars 2. She's always like talking to me like, hey, you know this game where we met, why you don't play Guild Wars 2 anymore? You can start playing it again. But then I say to her that, hey, yeah, I have EVE online now and I have fun in this game. And then she looks at me and looks at the gameplay in EVE and says, hey, this game is so boring, why you're playing it. Like, I prefer EVE because it's very low actions per minute in comparison to Guild Wars 2. In Guild Wars 2, you need to dodge, you need to actively avoid damage, you need to stay out of circles, you need to keep yourself healed, you need to keep others healed, you need to keep your party buffed and stuff like that. So it's so much stuff going on at the same time, and I have so much stress at work. I really want to relax when I'm at home and playing. That's why I prefer games like EVE. Just starting up Guild Wars 2, sure. Force her to watch BSG, Star Trek, Firefly, and Farscape on repeat until she starts to like sci-fi. Yeah, that's another thing. She's really not into sci-fi. She's like really deep into fantasy, and she also likes like Chinese culture. So she's totally into those Korean and Chinese MMOs from the looks of it. But she also doesn't like MMOs with which have a lot of different keys you need to press. Like, for example, World of Warcraft with it's like 10 different skill bars with a lot of keys and different stuff you need to press on every side of the monitor. That's like not her kind of game. So she really enjoys Guild Wars 2 because you only have 5 skills and it depends on the weapon you have, and then you have like some additional utility skills, and you don't need to have like so many skills on your monitor that you need to pay attention. Fantasy is very hard to beat, I swear. I love fantasy books, but I hate sci-fi books. I don't know why, but that's what it is. Yeah, I don't know if you were there when I did the recommendation, but there's a really, really, really great TV series on Amazon Prime, which is called The Expanse. Don't know if you have watched it, but I definitely can recommend this one. This is like personally one of the best sci-fi series I have watched. Yeah, like Monsters did it. It is called The Expanse. I think it's like three seasons, something like that. Okay, now we have enough resources to build Elara her first magnate. So where's the blueprint? Here it is. So magnate is going into production. And on the other production job, I will do a relic analyzer. Because although I have nothing else, I should still be able to do like relic analyzing stuff. Alright, I will give it a go, but it's not a book, so my argument is still valid. That's true. They left it off halfway. I wouldn't agree. I think they did a... Not the perfect ending, but it was okay-ish. It's like a loose end, but it's not like they left it open in the middle of the story. But I can only talk about the series. Maybe if you compare it with the books, they have left it totally open. That could totally be true. One of the worst movies from a book I have watched is Aragon. Don't you know? I don't know if you know that, but Aragon, the fantasy movie, that's like the worst movie from a book adaptation that I've ever seen. I really enjoyed the books when I was in school. Like, I've read all of them, but the movie was such a disappointment. The books are going into more detail. Yeah, the series ends around book 5. Haven't read Aragon. As usual, I mean, a lot of people read like Lord of the Rings, but if they want to read it, damn, not a lot want to read that. Really? You enjoyed the Aragon movies? The Aragon movies were such a crap. I mean, I didn't expect much from it. So, let's see. Let's go back to Syndicate. Also, one TV series I was very, very skeptical about because it looked like the stupidest teeny series, but the first 7 seasons were really good, and the 8th, I think it was the 8th series, that was shit, like total shit. It's a TV series called The 100. I was really skeptical first, but then I enjoyed it. But like I said, the last season, you can just skip it. Like, this has not existed. All seasons before are really, really cool. The same goes for Game of Thrones. I accept the existence of all the seasons, but the last one. The last one just didn't happen. Game of Thrones was not your cup of tea. Okay. First season is meh. 2 to 5 is good. Didn't watch after. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I agree. The first one is not the best, but it makes like the start. You can't understand the rest if you don't watch the first season of The 100. But I really liked like after the whole world was destroyed and the chapter was like Blood Raina and stuff, and this is like really my favorite part of the series. Game of Thrones had boobies. I think so many movies have boobies, honestly. Yeah, you probably can watch other series and movies for that. I really liked Game of Thrones because of all like the politics stuff. Like the different houses and how they interact with each other. The betrayal, like the spider with all his different spies that he's gathering information from. He's using to create intrigues with other people and stuff. Also, really enjoyed the South Park episodes on Game of Thrones. I think they did a great job on this. I really enjoy South Park, by the way. Like, I've watched all the seasons of South Park at least 3 times. And also all the additional content they push out on, what is this thing called? Paramount Plus. Like the special episodes. Yeah, South Park has a lot of seasons. And honestly, I personally find it funny, but I can also understand because why people in 2025 say South Park is like not good and probably you shouldn't watch it. I totally get this because a lot of the jokes are like very old and some stuff probably is not that accepted anymore to laugh about. That's something that I like to read, but I not to see because every time that it could be like 5 minutes cut, but most of the time it's like 30 minutes plus stretched to its maximum. Game of Thrones books are really good, but I have to read really slowly. Many names and implications. Just got the first book here, but don't get hooked. Exactly. South Park became famous for being not politically correct. I personally think it is okay to laugh about everything as long as all the people involved are fine with it. Like, I was part of Irish conversations on some Discord, and they were doing like racist jokes about Germans, but I was totally fine with it because I also have like things I say about other people. For example, like the cliches, you know. And I think as long everyone is fine and everyone is laughing, then it's also okay to be not politically correct. But that's my opinion. Humor is not supposed to be PC. Yeah, sure. That's what I also think. As long as you don't get banned. That's true, yeah. Like, I think in the current world, a lot of people are taking so much stuff too seriously. If you would take stuff more as a joke again and not take everything personally, then I think we would have a greater community nowadays. But I don't want to get too political here. So we're almost back in Syndicate. I'm currently just jumping gate to gate because I know you'll get flagged by Twitch. Yeah. Almost back in Syndicate. Currently just jumping gate to gate here because I know that I'm in a shuttle and yeah, I'm risking it. Like if there is a smart bombing ship on my way, then so be it. Yeah, the destroyer is still in Syndicate. I left it there. I just used the pod, and I did forgot to. Every time I say to myself, if you use the pod express, go back to Simela, set a new home station, and it's fine. And I always forget to set the new home station, and always when I pod myself back home, I'm still back in Pashanai. Please, please, please remind me the next time I do a pod express home that I set my home in Simela. Yeah. Okay, so this is the last song on this playlist here, which will be over any moment. Oh no, it isn't. Just thought that the playlist was over, but it doesn't look like it. Okay. Then last jump here. Okay. So almost back where we left off last stream. Unfortunately, we'll only have 1 hour left before I need to go to bed. So yeah. Oh, there's an anathema. What is a anathema? Oh, it's a Tech 2 version of the Magnate. Oh, look, there are 2 battleships right at the gate here. But probably ratting right next to the gate is not the best idea in a nullsec system. Right? So, but today I really hope those are bait. Yeah, probably. As soon as I shoot those, the next one that comes in will just kill me instantly. So, let's see. Now, we go into the cursor. Okay, I need to wait 6 seconds, apparently, before I can board the ship. No. Okay, so I'm back in the cursor. Now I will remove one of the turrets. Yes. Then I will get a energy Nosferatu. And then I will put the multi-frequency lenses back. Where are those? Where are my lenses? Oh, those are here. So we're still doing 135 DPS. But at least if I don't run the armor repairer, I'm unstable. So I can move and I can also shoot while being kept stable. If I'm in a range of 6,750 kilometers. So probably I need to set my default orbit to something like 5,000 to be inside the range of the Nosferatu. By the way, there might be reds at the ore anomalies too, but they're quite strong. Okay. I'll keep a look out from the on those. I also need to see. Oh, this is the anathema. Interesting. Did the anathema just dock in this station here? No. Okay. I think I saw the anathema dock, but it doesn't look like it. Okay, so let's see. The ore anomalies. Let's warp at the medium Arcanor and see what kind of rats are there. I also want the Nosferatu here. And stop. Now I will go for the playlist that you have suggested. Please tell me if you can hear the music or if it's too loud or too quiet. I think currently now you should be hearing music. It's too quiet. Okay. Better now? Better. Okay. Yeah, because currently I don't have anything on my playlist, and I want to try out like this lo-fi cafe. Because you said that this is royalty free, so I will trust you on that. Otherwise, my VOD will have muted audio. Yeah, but I really hope like it's loyalty free. Like I don't know if I'm allowed to use this on Twitch. It is as you expected. No worries. Okay, nice. Then, yeah, there's nothing here at the medium Arcanor, so I will warp at the small Arcanor and look if I can find something there. So, I really want to fight some battleships today. Should be able to freely download. Ooh, those are a lot of guns. We're not ready for this. Abort mission. Abort mission. The ships would be fine, but I'm not fighting like 12 different turrets. Like the rats are not the problem. The turrets are the problem. So, oh, nice. And there we have our first battleship. And some frigates. So first thing I want to do is to set the default orbit to 5,000. So I'm in the range of the Nosferatu. As a noob, I warped to one like this in Adventure. Oh yeah, that probably didn't end up so well. So let's do this one. Tack. And it's gone. Okay, next one. And now the last turret. Isn't the music like too loud? I think the music is too loud. I will do it 1 or 2 steps quieter. Because I see in OBS that like the music is as loud as my voice, and that's probably like too loud. Now it should be fine. Okay, now let's see. This is the first time doing the battleship with the Nosferatu. Can deal with both. Chill vibes. Yeah, nice. So I will try to set the default orbit a bit further out. Or maybe not. Because I have it set to 5,000 and we're currently at 5,600. And if I set it to 6,000, then we will be at 6,600. So just barely in range of the Nosferatu. Yeah. Yeah, we'll keep it like this. So now we can finally red like we're supposed to be. Yeah, I'm draining. You can see it here that I get plus 7 gigajoules, plus 7 gigajoules, plus 7 gigajoules. So I'm draining energy from it. Just my monitor is too small. Ah, okay. Yeah, like I'm playing on a 2K curved monitor. That's why I have a very high resolution. Which is good. Like, I personally like it. Because I can see a lot more on the screen that I would be able to do with a smaller screen. Yeah, exactly. 32 is also or 34. Not sure. I think I have a 32-inch monitor, not a 34. But I'm not sure. I need to look it up. You're on a 14.3 laptop. Okay. Yeah, that's those are different dimensions. Ooh, there's a paladin now. So this guy in the Anathema swapped to a paladin. I wonder what he's up to. Okay, he left the system. You're on your work laptop. Are you watching Twitch while you're at work? Nah, it's 11:15 p.m. Oh, you are in the same time zone than I am. Ah, you're still visiting your parents. Ah, okay, nice. Yeah, you told me about that. Work and enjoyment together. You live in the neighboring country. Okay, cool. I think, Thundercube, as you were talking German earlier, you're probably from Germany, right? That's true, you're German. Yeah, like I'm also German, as you expected from my accent. From Hungary. Ah, that's why you said that they were swearing in Hungary and you were able to understand it. I see. See? We're currently fighting against his repairer, and we have no problems with cap whatsoever. So going for the cap emission systems skill book and getting a Nosferatu was like the best idea ever. I don't know which one of you had this idea in the last stream or if it was Sege, but thank you for suggesting this. And I'm draining his capacitor too. Exactly. So I'm shortening his cycles, like when he is stopping to repair because he's too low on cap. But I think I'm not able to drain his cap more than my cap is currently. So probably I won't be able to newt him out. Since this is not an energy neutralizer, but only a Nosferatu. I'm just helping it drain faster. Exactly. And we need to get some money back. Like at the end of the stream, I would like to have at least 6 million again. So I can start like I've never purchased this blueprints today. If he's exploding sooner than you, then you got all what you want. Sure. That's a viewpoint. It might be worth getting some Sisters of Eve loyalties for the Metascanner equipment. Sure, like I've never done this. I have no clue how to do this and where to do this. But if there's a possibility, sure, why not? Like if I'm able to produce the SOE meta stuff, then it's fine. But if like we can find it out. A sister. Oh, there is one of the guys. Like I said, I just want to kill this battleship, so I will keep at range because I definitely want to kill it. Currently nothing on D-scan here. Come on, die. Die, battleship. Die, please. Please do it. Loot it. Let's get the other stuff. As soon as I see a ship on D-scan or probes, I will warp. But I definitely want to get the loot. Reps are not that expensive, right? You can change it with loyalty points from normal modules. Ah, so I don't need to produce those. I can just like create a normal probe launcher and can exchange it for a Sister Score probe launcher. Ah, okay, that is nice to know. Yeah, of course. Then how can I get the loyalty points for the sisters? They have security and distribution agents. Okay. So missions. So we are back to standing grind again. Is that what you want to say? Wait, let me see. Sorry. Okay. So I'm warping back towards the save point, which is very close to the station. Because I want to see what this guy is up to. Okay, he's not here. Let's warp to save point 1. So, save point 1. Why always when I want to rat, those people have to annoy me here? Can't they just go to a different system? Okay, still no one on D-scan here. Those are Russians. Oh, yeah. Okay. Interesting bio. Light ganking before work. Maybe. And there is the hookbill again. Okay. So he's in the same ship again than last time. So he is indeed searching for me. That's what I wanted to know. So let's drop the loot here. And then I want to have fun with this guy, and I will warp to a save point and see if he's going to come close or not. Oh, let's warp to save 3. Because I do not think that we would be able to win a fight against a Kaldari Navy hookbill. Because we're a Tech 1 fitted destroyer with only 1 repairer and a total repairing amount of 15.5. And he's probably a Kaldari Navy hookbill and has like hundreds of DPS. With Tech 2 launchers and Tech 2 repairs and stuff. Probably PvP fit, yeah. Okay, need to see. Like, as long as he is in the system, it's probably too dangerous to go and rat. We have a purge point here. I will warp to purge 6. So I will warp to just like different save points here. Since he's not here. I know he's out, but I don't know what he's doing. Since there are no combat sets. Okay, there he left the system. Nice. So he got tired, and now I finally can start doing what I want to do here. still need some ISK to grind. So let's warp to the next belt. But I'm so glad that Elara managed to get a solution for the capacitor problem. So even without the rigs, we lose a little bit on DPS, but that's fine because we win the capacitor war, which was the real struggle. And there it goes, 1.2 million tick. And that was only 1 battleship and 3 frigates. At least you can DPS up without manual controlled bursts. Yeah, right? That was a bit funny with the manual controlled bursts. Okay. Why am I suddenly orbiting? It's so far. Although I said to myself I wanted to orbit at 5. Okay. I will use the armor repairer now. Not the armor repairer. I will stop using the afterburner now. But I like the chilling lo-fi sound. Maybe I'll continue using this music in the next stream. It fits my current mood. As long as you go 75% of your max speed, you're fine. Max speed is 293 and I'm 290 at the moment, but that's without the afterburner. 548 would be max speed. Hey, Squeezy! Thank you! Yeah, I changed around a lot of things. To have my overview set up like this. But you're welcome to copy the idea if you want. I have no problem of other people using a similar setup. Like if you want to use the same overview layout here, not layout, but the, what is this called? The overview. I'm currently using a overview which is called, let me see. Am I able to see it somewhere here? Like this is a overview package. I did not create this myself. ZS? No, that S is not the. No, it's not that S. It shows that S, but the overview is not called that S. It was called others. Let me see. Overview, something like this. Overview library, overview dictionary. It's based on ZS, exactly. Iridium, something like this. I think it's called Iridium. That rings a bell in the back of my head. Maybe you know if that's like the real name, but I think it's called Iridium. Or maybe it is ZS. I had it for so long, I don't remember like the actual name. But maybe I think it's under overview settings. I should be able to see it somewhere. I saw it somewhere in the past, but I don't know where it was. And there's the Paladin again. Combat, travel, no. Filters, no. History. Okay, it seems like it is ZS. So it is the ZS layout. Because this was the last overview I had applied on my other character. Yeah. But probably it's ZS. Yeah, local is fine. I see it. It's only the Paladin. I guess the Paladin won't warp to a belt to kill a Courser. And even if the Paladin is warping towards a belt, before he has locked me, I will be gone. Because I think battleships take way longer to lock a destroyer than I need to align and warp again. Yeah, so I will be on the move once I see one of those stainless steel cats alliance people here. But currently it's fine. Marauders are slow as fuck, just hit big. You might be able to kill it. I'm not sure. I think they have bigger repairs than I'm able to dish damage. He has a mid. MJD. Okay. Yeah, and I don't have a Scram nor a Disruptor, so I probably won't be able to kill a Paladin. Now 2 people are in this system. Let me look at local. What local threat is telling me about those. Okay, interesting. This guy in the Paladin did kill some people in the past. But usually it was in big fleets where he was with bombers. So yeah, probably not. Oh, nice. Look at what we got here. Another one of those great modules. That is already a win for today. So let's go back to the station. Bring back the loot. And then I will continue to farm here. Since I do want to kill another few of those battleships for the nice bounty they give us. And look, he's out with a Noctis. I could be able to kill him, but I don't think I should do that. Because he has probably bigger guns. Yak Squeezy, this is exactly a new character. But I don't know if you have watched the previous series that I did. Like, I'm not a veteran. Like, nowhere I'm a veteran. Like, my other character, which I played before, is like 1 year old. So this is like my second character that I do. And yeah, this is a totally new character. And I don't know if you're into that stuff. But since you were shown to me as first-time chatter, I guess that you haven't watched the previous series. So I will go on and explain you a bit of what content you see here, like what content I'm doing. There is a chat command which is called !story, and there is a chat command which is called !challenge. So what I do here is I play this character which is called Elara Virel, and she has a backstory to herself. She wants to surpass her father, which has always been controlling her in the past, and she wants to finally break free from the chains that tie her down and stay on her own feet and create an empire that is bigger than the one that her father was doing. And she wants to achieve it all by herself. So she won't be using any player market. So every module, every ship, everything we use on this character needs to be either to be found by ourselves or to be produced by our own hands. So we are not using the player market, we are only doing stuff ourselves. We are part of a corporation of like-minded people, so there will be some content in the future with other people too. But for the most part, this is like the content. So I did start with a corvette. Then I slowly managed to build myself up into a frigate. Then I managed to build myself up into a destroyer. This is what you see here. And now we're currently farming ISK to be able to purchase a blueprint for a cruiser. So yeah, this is just like a quick recap of what you can expect here. Those chat commands, if you want to use those will tell you more. Oh, perfect. Next belt. This one here. Nice, there was a really strong role-playing community back in the days, so nice to see that again. Yeah, sure. Like, I'm not... I'm not confident or experienced is the word I want to say. I'm not experienced in like role-playing anywhere. So this is like the first... this is like the first journey or RP thing I'm doing. So this is all new for me as well. So you might find some things that you say, hey, this is usually not how an RP character or an RP player would do it. But that's just because I'm new to this and I have no clue. And I'm also pretty noobish in terms of Eve. I only have some past knowledge about some like wormhole stuff and also abyssal stuff, but I'm nowhere proficient in Eve. Do you got some updates on the journey, or do I have to see all the VODs? No, I do have some updates. If you look on the Discord, like I have a Discord linked on my description, on my panels in Twitch. There is a Discord which you can enter. And I have a channel which is called Elara's Journey Log, and I do like in a captain's log style manner. I do like captain's log style messages, which recap every stream. So currently there are like 9 messages there, which you can read on, and also the backstory, if you haven't read the backstory yet. I would only ask you that upon joining, you leave a comment in the server access channel so I can see who you are and verify you. This is just to like prevent bot scam, because I don't want, since the Discord is publicly available on my Twitch page, that people like crawl the internet for like Discord links, and suddenly I have like thousands of people joining the server and just spamming all the channels. That's why I have like this, security measure. Okay, so last battlecruiser now. And I really hope that let's first get the loot, maybe. Oh, and drops enabled. Yeah, are you able to see? Like, are you able to get drops at the moment? Because I enabled the drops, but I wasn't sure if it was like working, because I wasn't getting any feedback if drops were like people were getting drops while watching the stream. Ooh, nice! Another warp disruption field generator. Nice. Yes, those modules are like jackpot for me. Squeezy, because if I reprocess one of those modules, I get a lot of resources, which is basically a free frigate in terms of resources. So 2 of those are like a free destroyer. Before they introduced faction warfare, people role-played the factions with religion wars and so on. With faction warfare, the PvP element pretty much took over the role-playing element. Ah, okay, I see. Didn't know that. Nice to know. Yeah. Yeah, so like if you're interested into the backstory, you can use the chat command, or also on the Discord if you want to join that. There's also the whole backstory laid out in the channel. So yeah, I really would like to get feedback, like if one of you haven't got their EVE Twitch drops, if they are getting Twitch drops while watching the stream. Because I don't know that, because while streaming, I can't watch my own stream to get Twitch drops. It's also a bit problematic, because now I'm not able to get Twitch drops anymore, since I'm not watching any other Eve streamers while playing myself. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I just should have a stream muted in the background. I got them every points from one stream. I think 2,000. Okay. Because if it's really like that, then I can also put like drops enabled or something like that into the stream title, and people know that they can get drops while watching the stream. This will also like attract other people which haven't watched the series so far. Not muted on 1%. You don't get progress if you mute it. Yeah, but you only get no progress if you mute the Twitch. But if you have Twitch running and you mute the browser tab, then you will still get the drops. Because Twitch has no possibility of seeing if you have your browser tab muted. Yeah, hacks. So this is how you do it. Okay, so I am in Planet 8, Belt 1, so I will just warp back to the station. Drop off the warp disruption field generator, just so I don't lose it. And then I will go back to the next belt. Lol, doing that for years. Yeah. That's like the best method you can do when you want to like have multiple different Twitch drops campaigns active from different games. Like you can have different tabs with different games and farm Twitch drops from all of them at once. Like, I'm currently not getting any Twitch drops. I've missed on the last Twitch drops on Eve, and I've also missed the ones that they gave out this time. But that's because, like I said, I can't really watch my own stream, and I haven't got the idea that I just have another stream in a muted tab while streaming myself. Maybe I should do that the next time. So I'm able to get at least the Twitch drops. 700 million in the past 2 days. Ah, yeah, sure. That's also a way to watch streams if you want to get giveaways. Like, I'm currently not that familiar how Twitch works and all the giveaway stuff. I would like also have done giveaways, but the problem is I don't have anything to give away because I'm like probably the poorest people, the poorest person in the world here, since I'm only using Tech 1 stuff and I only have like blueprints. So maybe in the future I will have giveaways, or maybe in the future someone will donate skins to me or stuff like that. And if I don't have the skin already, I can of course give it away. So I can do giveaways like this. Those warp disruptors look juicy. Indeed they do. Let's see. Asteroid belts. I was at Planet 8, Belt 1, so this one is the next. Exclamation mark giveaway. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have a command for that. Like, I'm currently still getting familiarized with all the Twitch stuff. I'm streaming my second month now. I started in January and this is my second month now. But I'm not doing Twitch for like gaining as much followers as possible and like promoting my stream on multiple social media and stuff like that and getting the biggest audience as fast as possible. I'm doing it for fun, honestly. I like having my journey recorded so other people can watch it, but I don't want to record it myself and then upload it to YouTube all the time. And Twitch basically gives me this for free. And I also have the possibility to interact with people, to get tips and suggestions while playing. And yeah, so it's a win-win situation for me. That's why I'm streaming. I'm just doing it for fun. Yeah, I was thinking the same. Okay, no reds here. So let's look in the next belt if Ilara is able to find something there. I would really wish to get like a pair of battleships like I had in the last stream. And I wasn't able to kill it. That's the best style to do. Allow. That's the best style to do streaming. Doing it for fun enough with those creeps searching for any reaction. And there we have it. Our pair of battleships. Exactly like we wanted it. Now we can see if you really got stronger and if we are now able to do those. Ooh, that was a big wrecking shot. Fortunately, that was only in the shields. And there was another wrecking shot. This is always the problem here with so much ships on the grid, that those wrecking shots really do hit a lot. And it looks like I need to move out here. Or will I? Oh, my repairer seems to kick in now. Maybe I'm able to stay here. We'll see. So let's start draining the battleship now. I need those cruisers to get closer. Now, finally, I think those will get closer now. Yeah, now they are in range again. Come on. And stop shooting again. But this Nosferatu really works like a charm. Like cap issues are no longer a problem. At least if I'm not running the repairer constantly. To be honest, I was thinking about how much space I save not recording to my hard drive. Exactly. I had... Whoa, what is like... Yeah, I had so much videos on my hard drive from like doing some test recordings, which were not that long and took so much space. And I was like, oh my god, and I want to do like multiple episodes and this will be so crazy. And then I said to myself, yeah, why shouldn't I stream this? And I also, one thing I need to add, I have no clue about video editing. Like, I've never did any video editing so far. And that's another thing where I think Twitch and streaming is like the better medium for me. Because if I would put it on YouTube, I would need to like do some cutting, do some editing and stuff like that. And since I don't have clue about how to do that, and I also have limited time because of busy real life, streaming is really, yeah, the better thing for me. I mean, with that ambitious goals, you will have a lot of episodes. There are some strategies to that. Yeah. I mean, I do it for fun, like cutting and so on. But my GF wasn't pleased, so I stopped. Because you took so much time cutting, or why? She just didn't like my artistic vision. Okay, I see. Like, my wife is also not exactly very happy about me streaming all the time. Because from her point of view, she says like, why you're only streaming for like 3 people? That's not worth it. Why you even do it? And since she's not playing EVE Online, she can't understand the kind of challenge that I'm doing here and stuff like that. And so she doesn't get like the thing I said before, that I want to stream it because I want to record it, I want to share it with other people, but I also want to interact with people while doing it. And I don't care if it's like 3 people or 1 people or one person or like 2 people or even 10. Like, it's always nice to have like more people to talk with, but I'm fine if I have only 1 viewer and I can chat with this viewer the whole stream. That's totally fine for me. Only streaming without viewers, that's a bit hard, I must admit. But I got used to it. Yeah, but if she's streaming, there will be like 100 or so. That's probably true. But I have to say, it's like all about fun. Meine Liebe, this is guy time. You don't mess with guy time. Yeah, exactly. Like, she's okay with it as long it doesn't get in the way of my private life. Like, if I don't stream more and do less family time, then she would be like not that happy anymore. But for the moment, we got to an agreement where I said I have 2 fixed days where I stream, or 3 fixed days in the week, and those are like the weekends and Fridays. And I have occasionally days during the week where I talk with her and ask her if it's okay for her to stream, that I stream. And if she's fine with it, then I do it after I got the kids to bed. Just don't make a lolly VTuber avatar. If it's your hobby, then all good. Yeah. I understand your argument, guys, that it's like hobby time and stuff. But the problem is I'm streaming from my living room. And if I'm in this living room and I'm sitting here and playing, then I need it to be quiet around me. So I can't have her being in the living room, making noise here, maybe vacuum cleaning in the background or watching some TV series in the background. So that's like a impact for her freedom of how she can behave in and move around in the house. And that's why I need to talk with her if it's okay for her that I stream this evening, because I will occupy the living room for that. Because of the room situation, I don't have an option to stream from the living room. And if she got only the same time about her hobby, it's all good. If there's some imbalance, then you have to talk. You have to get a new house. Yeah, if it would be that easy, I'd definitely take a new house. Like, it's not a house. I'm living in a flat, to be honest. I don't have a house. I'm just talking about a house because it's like normal to talk, hey, I'm in a house. But I'm not in an actual house that belongs to me, but I'm in a flat. Yeah. So a new flat it is. So, now we got our double back battleship wave, like I wanted it. So I'm pretty excited how the next tick will be. But after this battleship, I will end it for now. Because tomorrow is important. I need to work again, and it's the last day of development time before the big release. So tomorrow we need to fix every little quirk that is still in the application. And yeah, so I need to sleep for that. So after I kill this battleship, then I will go to sleep. And yeah, we might raid another channel today again, if you want to. Do your best, mate, because no one wants bad software. Yeah. What do you mean with the GA? You mean like global general availability? Yeah, tomorrow the software will be available for the customer So tomorrow there will be a deployment in the production system, and our customer is the German government. So the software will be available for the people that use it in the government, and also producers, like manufacturers of plastic. So if you would call it general availability, it's not general in this case, like everyone can use it, but it's available to our customer and like his customers. German government, hey, they got no freaking clue, so it should be all good. German taxing is a nightmare. Yeah, I'm working on a project where like manufacturers of single-use plastic will get fined for like the amount of single-use plastic they get into the economy. And so the services, like the cities and the companies that do like that handle the trash and that clean up all the different streets and forests and stuff like that, they will get money from a fund that is being paid in by those manufacturers. And we're doing like the software for that. So we are like on the spearhead of making a better world in terms of less plastic and better environment. If that's really gonna work, we'll see. Yeah. Currently, not really manufacturers have registered, but there will be heavy fines from the German government to all manufacturers which have not been registered, and they also will not be allowed to be listed on Amazon and other platforms without being registered on our platform. So we have a public API for Amazon, which Amazon uses to collect like data of which manufacturers are registered, so they know if they are allowed to list their products on their page. Not about your program, more so about the Beamten. Yeah, I get what you mean. The federal workers are a different kind. Let's say it like this. Okay, so I wasn't able to get like 6 million, but at least I got 5 million. So 1 million short of the goal. I said to myself after I started ratting here again. But hey, I won't complain. I got, I think, 2 warp disruption field generators. Maybe I get 1 more tick. I'll see it the next time I log in. And also now I have capacitor emissions 2. And over the night I will get capacitor emissions 3. So I will use even less capacitor when using Nosferatus. So let's see. And yeah, 2 warp disruption field generators. It's funny that I got 2 clutch, 2 M36, and 2 pitfall. Like exactly 2 from every kind.